All right, folks, we are back learning cards and we're drafting because that's kind of where we want to be. So, last draft, I think it was the worst draft I've had. We're going to try to improve on that. And yeah, going 3-3, it just feels bad. So, we have gold. We will spend it. Germany or the US? So, I'm of two minds on the US. I feel like I should play it because I'm not good at it in draft. I have not figured out how to draft it. On the other hand, I think I've only had Germany once as a main, and I don't know if ever as an ally. No. I did have it twice because yeah. Um, USA was one of our worst as a main. Maybe we just try to do better with it. I don't know. 8th Marines, 1st Marines, Naval Bombardment. I think that this is highly rated. I like this as well. All right, first, so these both get Bs. 8th Marines, I think, are a C. This just feels like it's always good. Naval Bombardment might send something good back, or it might not. I believe this is well rated because it's got a pretty chunky body and it gives you a card. So I think that's the choice. Yeah, yeah. This is rated A, and the others are E. So if you know what I'm talking about, I'm using Cookie's draft guide, which you can get on the Discord. I don't hate any of these. I think I generally like For Freedom, but honestly, 2 copies of the Blitzmobile, I don't hate either. All right, so both the Blitzmobile and For Freedom have B ratings. 10th Engineers, I guess, has a D. It was a low rating. So this question: do you go with 1B or do you go with 2Bs? Uh, I I think we go with the bodies. I mean, what else are you gonna get at the one? So we could do pure U.S., U.S. Britain, or U.S. Soviets. I usually like the Soviets as a main. I don't know how they would work as an ally, or do we want to just do pure America? We'll try it with the Soviets. It's kind of the inverse of last time, which is maybe something we never want to repeat, but we'll do it. If I knew I was going to have A and C, I would pick them both. In the lurch, it's hard. It's hard to say what the right call is here. So Choice C has an A rating. 269 is a B rating. The SU-76 is just fine as it is. I had a good experience, limited experience in the last game. This came up. I don't actually know what this. This I think actually has a pretty good rating. All right, so the Mitchell has an A. The others are Bs. I would be fine going with the Mitchell. We don't have that much on the top end. I think Choice B is definitely not the one. Hard to say between these two. I don't hate this. I don't think it's. I don't know that it's highly rated, and I am going to try to do these picks quicker than I have in several of the previous episodes. But America at War is rated D, and the gun. Right, the gun is rated B. Not sure that I want 2 of them, but I don't do that much arty, so let's try it out. This I know was not well rated. This I think is what we want. So we'll just go ahead and do that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't know that I want any of this. This might just be like, what's the least bad? All right, so gambling has not worked out well for me. War Machine is not well rated. I mean, it would probably be just fine. None of these are well rated. The regulars is rated slightly better, I think, than Burning Sky. I would say because we have the ability to repair, there's a chance that might be a theme in this deck. And so we are gambling heavily that is going to be the case. This card, I think I like. I'm not going to go with Soviet air units. Soviets are the minor nation here, so I don't think we're going to do that. I don't think I want over. I think, unfortunately, this might be it, and we'll just hope that we get some tanks. Right now, we only have 1 that would hit this. The guard is fine. Yeah, I mean, we have artillery and we have bombers and other things, but I'm not sure we really want that. Yeah, so we'll go with the 12th Guards, and hopefully we'll draw some decent artillery. That is great removal. That is fine artillery, and that is fine aircraft. But I think, as much as I like all of these, I think you just want hammers. So this is kind of the other version of that. I don't think you ever really want Uncle Sam. It's a little too really plus one plus two. I've had 4 more tax sets operation cost to 0 as well. We'll hope. We will hope. We need to play another unit with operation cost 3 or more. Draw a card. See, it's hard to know if that's going to be a theme that runs in here. When this unit is fully paired, add a copy of it. So again, we have Führer. That might be okay. So none of this is well rated. I think these two are both rated D. The Zippo's only a C, but it is a tank, and I don't know. I'm between A and C, but I guess I'll go with C because it's a C. I think the answer here is, yeah, these are disappointing. That's fine. But that, I think, is the call there. Choose a unit in hand and add it to the battle. That would be really good if we knew we had something super expensive. Set the operation cost of target unit to 4. Destroy adjacent damaged units. Add a copy of this unit to your support line. I think that this is... I don't know. I have to check the rating on this. Yeah, so all of these are terribly rated. So we'll take the 179th and let that be it. I'm a little worried that we're not going to have the front line. The Mustang is fine. Overwhelming force just seems bad, so we'll go with the M4. We haven't seen any I don't think we've seen any covert units. So again, it's great if that's what we see. Otherwise, I think we just go with the 42nd rifles as an okay. I definitely don't want 2 more artillery pieces. Definitely don't want 3 of those, so I guess it's one of those. This I like, because this seems to work quite well. Right, we took 3 of those, and so that looks good. I mean, it all looks fairly good. So this is probably a mistake. The highest rated is United Eastern. I think this is a B. I think this is a C, and this is a D or an E. I'm still gonna go for it. Only because of the potential synergy with cards that we know we have. Don't hate that. Again, we've seen things that have covert payoffs, but we haven't actually, I don't think we've seen too many options to get covert, deployment deal damage to target enemy. The Banshee seems pretty good. Alright, so we're going to go with the Banshee. Both it and the 37mm were rated as a B. But we're really crowded at the 3 slot already. So we're going to go with something else. Alright, so the higher rated card, I think, and the one that's likely going to get more is probably Naval Bombardment. I don't know if adding that to your support line triggers the deployment effect. Again, with this one, we only have 1 tank with 4 or more attack. So we'll go with Naval Bombardment. I'm not sure. That is fine if you can be guaranteed to hit that. But if not, oh my goodness. I don't know we want any of this. Jeez, man. I really don't think we want 3 copies of 17th. Yeah, it's C rated. This is terrible. It's E, but it's only 1 copy. Whereas with this one, we'd have to play out 2 of them. We're just going to take 1 bad card, and hopefully that frees up some better cards. All right, this helps with some stuff. The Yak 9 is also good because we get a Soviet card. It replaces itself. All right, so we'll go with the SU-100 in the hopes that that's something that can ping us forward. This seems bad in a lot of cases. This feels like almost paying 2 credits usually for... I mean, we're not doing that super credit heavy deck or operation cost. So maybe it's just Air Corps fairing. Again, it feels bad. Like this is by far, of the drafts we've had, this is the worst one. The 60th? Don't we already have the 60th? I feel like Maybe we don't. We did not go with them. And then, so if we add them now, it gets that much better with Field Hospital. Although we can do it, seems just fine the way it is. I don't think we're going to have enough Shermans to make this worth it. We only have a few picks left. All right, so we can do it is the most highly rated. So we'll go with that and hope for the best. Wow. Holy moly. This must be like when I was winning a lot, this must be the decks that other people were being offered, and we thought we were good. I feel like this is maybe the right way to go, or we have enough tanks to make this worth it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe that's just the one we have to go with. I don't want another one of those. I don't want another one of those. I don't really want this, but I'll take it. And it does play into the repair theme, so that's okay. We don't have a lot of covert, so it's between the Mustang and the M4A2, which has a cool picture, and it's just 244s that operate. Oh yeah, but that also works into the tank theme. So we'll go with that. Now we actually have a covert. I'm thinking Firebomb is the call here. We have some hammers. We had some other stuff. What's the curve looking like? So it's actually almost okay. We could use more 2-drops, probably. But we're not offered one anyways, so I'll just go with Firebomb. Ooh. Speaking of 2-drops, it's not a card I love. This is also a good card, and we're almost done with our picks here. All right, so Mitchell's an A. I was surprised that this is rated an A and not like a B. I mean, it's certainly a big body, and no one's going to complain about this. And then the 5th Infantry is rated B. And so, honestly, there's an argument to be... We could use more 4-drops. I would be okay with another... But we already have a fairly large bomber. Or maybe we just take a slightly less good card, but have something earlier to play. I feel like in a lot of the games we've been losing, it's just we don't have enough early action or something. So let me see what Big Red 1 is. It looks like it's probably it's supposed to be in a different deck. It's supposed to be in one, I'm guessing, that has a lot of the high op cost. We saw a few of those roll through, but not too many. Big Red 1 comes in with a D rating, so we're not too interested in that one. Thunderbolt, when this unit destroys an enemy unit, draw a card. Seems good. I mean, it's a 4/6/5, operates for 2. What does it come in as? P47. It comes in as an A. Okay. And then a few good men at the 2-drop is a B. So I'm okay going with Thunderbolt here to finish our draft. We will see how it goes. It certainly feels like the weakest draft we've had. I don't remember what draft number this is, if it's maybe 7, somewhere around there. But yeah. All right. So it seems this wants a U.S. unit in the front line. That wants a tank. You know, I can't say that it's right to keep it, and it probably isn't. But my thinking is that we play that out. We're going to put this out probably on turn 2 and then, or turn 3, and then move it up on turn 4. Maybe play this on 5 or 6. I mean, arguably this should have just stayed in my hand, but it didn't. So this unit, when the enemy HQ is attacked this turn, draw a card. Okay. So that only works. Gotcha. I mean, there's always the chance that we're going to draw the Su-76, but it's slight. All right, so it looks like they got removal for this. And again, that's kind of why you probably should keep it in your hand, but not I. Now we have a choice. Do we put this out and enemy HQ is attacked? I don't think that's it. I think we play this down. I mean, we're not going to move that into the front line to trigger the Sherman, right? So that doesn't really make sense. Turn 6, that's not terrible, right? Boom, boom. All right, so this is better. So we do that, and then move that up, and let that be that. All right, so they're going to go for ramp here. Okay. Not sure if they have a buff for that or what. Okay, that's what they're thinking, yeah. So, now that is an interesting draw. But I think it's an interesting draw later. So now if I play the Sherman, we're probably going to have too many cards, but it is what it is. We're probably going to have to end up putting one away later, but again, that is what it is. So my guess is they have a buff for this to kill this without the ambush killing them. That's just my guess. I have no idea. All right, so this is the thing we got to kill, I'm pretty sure. No, I guess not. Okay. You'll have to forgive me if I'm a little confused here, but... that seems really good, but probably later. Yeah, neither of those we want to send back to their hand. The enemy unit HQ is attacked this turn. Alright, so I think... do we really want to draw a card, though? Feels pretty bad. And so I did that so that they couldn't, like, attack with the other one, take their ambush away. Well, they're certainly going to have a lot of credits, so... Alright. Maybe there's just a board wipe coming? I would probably hesitate to add more to this board. Your Shermans get plus... Okay, so I guess they didn't have any out. I don't know, man. 2, 4... Guess that's what we do. Right, they probably got to go for that. Yeah, you can suppress them, but... Oh, alright. Yeah, I know. Maybe we could just send it back for the tempo. We don't have a lot that we can repair. All right. I think we got a little lucky there that we had a bit of a breather in the beginning. We also got lucky that we hit the combo there with 12th Mechanized and then the Sherman, and we had a U.S. unit to move. I no. I see a turn 3 and 4. Okay, so now there's a turn 2, 3, and 4 play. Okay. Yeah. I mean, if we put this down on turn 2, we're probably not going to use it on turn 3, I would imagine. Right, so if they got armor out, we can try to deal with that. I also like getting the ambush unit in the front line, but I feel like getting the cards back on the Sherman is more important. Or getting cards back relative to what they have in hand. Yeah. So, I think we do it. Yeah. I mean, there is an argument to play this out to make this a 3-4, but then we're just stranding a credit for nothing. I don't know. And, you know, now that we have to move it up, we can't really play it on curve. So we'll see if they give us something to hit. We do have options with the artillery, with this. Yeah, my goodness. All right. So that's that. And what do we want to do here? They could just have a countermeasure. So I don't really believe that whole oops thing, right? Until we're actually sure. Yeah, I told you. I know it seemed like they were playing it really cool, but I was totally ready for that. And yeah, they got a full hand, but you know, we were ready for that, and we have this to repair this if they can attack it and not kill it. But we'll see what they give us here. Okay. So I guess they didn't have a Sherman. All right. What do we want to do? I mean, I don't think we should wait around. Let's play this. Ooh. Now, we got a choice to either... I think we want to be in the front line here. I know that they're going to be able to 2-for-1 us. I can read it. But we also have the possibility that if they do hit one of us, we could always try to finish it off with the... I don't know what happened there. I feel like they were actually... Like, they had stuff to do, and somehow they just ended up on... I don't know what happened there. Because they had the countermeasure. They had a handful of cards. They had some big stuff out. They could have forced me into a 2v1 there, right? They could have knocked one of those out. Yeah, I would have gotten it back with my artillery piece, but... I'm sure they knew their hand better than I did, but... It seemed like they might have some options. We did have naval bombardment in case we needed a tempo swing. But... yeah, we'll see. We'll see. All right, we're up against the Germans. All right, we got a scout car. We got... I don't hate too much of this. The only thing I don't like is that we don't have a trigger for this. My bad. I pressed the wrong button. I was supposed to pause that recording when I was coughing in your ear, but I did. So, yeah, this doesn't do a whole lot right now. All right, yeah, so that terrible card is there. I'm going to hold this. Can I target myself? I can. So you can only target your own stuff. That is kind of stupid. Wait, is that true? Holy moly, that is stupid. Uh, whatever. We'll do that. I. It's probably going to get wrecked because the Germans have lots of ways of killing small stuff. But I guess alternatively I could have done nothing, right? But that's a very good play against this card. And we don't have a tempo play really to do anything about that. Right. So I guess we just move this up. Or do I play out? Nah, we'll move that up. Oh, you know, we could actually do this on turn 5. Uh which is not even like a great turn. It's just a thing to do. Of course, if this dies before this goes veteran, then it's wasted. But, you know, it is what it is. And I think they see it too, yeah. So, it is what it is, man. I'm not going to sweat that one too much. Alright, so they're going to move that up. Countermeasure? Is that what is happening here? I'm not sure I quite understand this one. So, we could send this back and make everything they've done for kind of naught at this point. That seems like a bit much. Yeah, I think we hold on to naval bombardment for a little bit. I'm skeptical about what is going on here. This seems weird to me. I don't know what this is. I'm not sure. Oh, did that not work? I may have misunderstood. I thought... Oh, oh my goodness. You target the unit... So I don't have this card in constructed, so it doesn't... That's cool. Do we just play this back? Buy this unit. That seems good, man. Do we send it back? I don't know. I don't know what the right call is there, folks. But yeah, that was embarrassing about misusing this. So you target the unit, and when this is destroyed, it gets +1/+1. Well, it may or may not be regardless. That's a great card. That is a great have. And that is one we can't even really send back to their hand. All right. Now this is a thing. That is also a thing. I think we want this down to potentially deal with this. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, it's not terrible either. We're gonna put that down because I'm pretty certain it can kill that. Unless they have a way to remove this. If they remove this, it's fine. I mean... Alright. That's rough. That too is rough. Yeah, I really don't want to send it back because the enter the battlefield ability is so good. It is so good. So we have some choices to make. Well, I may send that back to their hand. I may trade here. Oh, I don't have the credit. Do I have the credits to do it? Here, we'll do that. Okay. And then... Yeah, it's bad, but there it goes. They can repay the credits for the HQ health. Although, I think they need something else with attack 4 or more out for that to trigger. So we'll see if they get that. But Otherwise, I mean, what are we looking at here? I mean, if they give us a good target, this is fine. Oh. They kills me. Wait. Must be something. Does this feel like... what is that thing called? When you play something, you lose the rest of your credits. It feels like that to me. So... I'm going to do this. Works for me. Do we have anything else? So the reason why I'm not going to play that on there is that that is too much invested in one card for me. I am too much of a coward, right? So I don't want that. If they play something really good out, maybe we Banshee it. Like, we have not gotten particularly good cards here from our deck. We don't have any good repair targets. Maybe we plop this thing down so they can deal with it. Okay. Alright. Well, I think at this point we still stick it in the front line, right? I think that's what we do. Let's move it up. I don't really care what happens to it. And we have 7 credits, so we could do both of the regulars. Yeah, so I think that's what we'll do. And the reason is that we have Field Hospital in hand. So we'll see what we get there. But this has already done its value thing, and so I feel like, I don't know, putting too much into Pontoon Bridge feels really iffy. But again, if they give us a good... Alright, so this is deal 2 damage to the enemy HQ when you add or deploy an Alpine unit. Alright. So it's hard to know... It's hard to know how much more of that they have. And we have great options here. Now, if we do this, we get damage on our unit, which is great. We could just straight Banshee. Kill that unspent credits. At that point, we'd only have 3. So it's actually not enough for a lot of this stuff to matter. Alright, we're going to do that. We're going to do that. I think we're going to do this. Or do I want the first Marines out? I think I want this out. I don't know, that might have been a mistake. Again, we'll see how much Alpine stuff they have. If it's a lot, I don't think I could have killed it last turn anyways. I don't see how we would have. I think now, as long as we end up with 10 credits, we play this. I think then we'll have enough to kill it. Yikes. So that was quite the investment there. It's fine with me. Oh, so it's when it takes damage or is fully repaired. That's kind of interesting. Right. So we do that. Right. We move up with this. Now I think we just do it. I think we just do it. Excuse me. Nice. That's good later. So we won't get the full value off of that, but we'll get... I don't know. I just don't want that thing around. That's a good card. It's also a good card. Okay. I think it's time to do this. And then I think we're just going to move this up. That's a lot of HQ health we have to get through. Alright, well, that's why you play it, right? What do we want to do here? If it had, so this would move that op cost to 0. This is just better with more things around. Alright. So we're going to play that. I think we're going to... Is there any other infantry we're going to put out? No. Alright. That. We'll do that. And I don't know. I guess this is more credit efficient. And I think we want to hold off on adding to the board after this. This is fine as we play later. Yeah. Now, you can ambush all day, buddy. But it doesn't work the other way, unfortunately. And we're just going to stop there. Yeah. All right. Well, we got as many wins so far as we had in the entire last draft. All right, we'll see what this one brings. It's frequently been the case when we start off 3-0 that it's either on the 4th or the 5th game that we just get somebody who is just lights out better than us. So, this is pretty bad. I mean... All right, well... Okay. So, I don't have, then, a good turn, right? Play with that. So, target a unit when that unit gets destroyed, it gets +1/+1. Yeah. I guess we can't target ourselves. That's a little silly. Oh, this might be an Alpine deck. Well, that is very interesting. I mean, if we play this out now, I guess we could always put it on this, right? And then when he kills it with the Alpine thing, then the scout card gets bigger. I guess. I don't know. So this looks like a Soviet Rush deck. I've played against it. It's not fun. So what do we do? Yeah. We can go for that or we can go for that. I don't particularly care. Oh. I guess... Huh. I guess if I attack it now, right? No matter what it attacks... something dies. I don't know how that works, actually. Oh, you know what? If he attacks this and kills it, then... So, why didn't I get +1? Wait. Target a unit. Destruction. It gets... Oh, it gets +1. I keep misreading that. This card is an absolute pain to play against. Yeah, we're going to have to save those up. Okay. Okay. I think we do this. Yeah, I think we do that. And this might just have to be one that we just have to 2v1. And just accept that that's life. Alright, we get a little ambusher here. Alright, we can't do that thing until later, so we gotta take that out. Yeah, and we'll play that down. You know what? Because we're under pressure, let's just do it now. We're under pressure from this stuff. I mean, the little ping ping, and then it's going to create cards. But then when this thing goes off, it's just going to be rough, man. Another Eshak. Huh. We don't really have any sort of... Well, if we can get the one that deals 2 damage to everything... Man, that's a lot of credits, bud. Yeah. Riff. Okay. What are our options here? Let's see. You know, that would be very good on that because of the ambush ability. Let me see what we have here, though. Huh. So I think this is what we have to choose. Move this up. And we just hope for the best. Yeah, our HQ is going to take a bunch of damage here. I don't think we're going to be able to kill him fast enough. So I guess maybe we have to kill the Messerschmitt, get some HQ back, kill that, and hopefully stop the bleeding that way. Don't love that. I really wanted to save that for that thing. And now we got some rough choices. Do we try to kill this and just keep the pressure off our HQ? I don't know. I don't want to play that out if I can't attack with it. But my guess is this is just going to go for the HQ. Oh, so they're going to try to guard this? Okay. Huh. They got sickle? I'm not sure. Huh. Oh, so that has shock. All right. What do we do? Do I want to give this +1/+1? Maybe? I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Well, now... Wait, what was the other thing that hit that? Huh? I misread something somewhere. So this thing is about ready to go off. That'll be great. Ooh. we could send it back to their hand. That is kind of nasty. I mean, the question is, do we wait for it? So if we're going to do that, yeah, I'm cool with that. That's fine. I think we do that though. Right, send that back. And then we want to get the maximum value off of this. Yeah, that's what we want to do. We can save the Banshee up for later, and when they replay that, which is probably going to be right now, we could probably, between the Banshee and this, pretty much one for one them. I think you did that in the wrong order, friend. Okay. So we'll have 10. So we got to hold off a little. Add 2. So they're going to try to clog up the front here. It's what I would do too. What are we going to have in terms of options here? I want to see, because if we have a 2 damage to all enemy units. Oh my goodness. I like this one too. But this one is cheap, and it deals with the problem right away. There we go. And now do we move up with this? To take the front line? No, I don't think so. I think we want to play out a little bit more. So we'll do that. That's going to hurt. That is going to hurt. Yep. What are the options here? Plus 4 damage if... Okay. We could do this, right? Well, I guess we'll see who gets it. Okay, that's kind of what I was hoping for. And now I'm going to jam this thing in the middle and... Alright, they're going to do it again. These guys are persistent. I will give them that. Alright, send a unit back to its owner's hand. Do we send that back? Send that back. Or send that back. We don't have anything with... Oh, we do have something with Blitz. Okay. Alright, get out of here. I mean, we can send it back. We can Banshee it. I'm just worried at 7 that there's going to be some sort of blitz over the top, stupid nonsense thing that's going to cost us. Again, we have tons of stuff in hand. We just got to try to play it out. All right. All right. I guess they didn't have anything else to do. Ooh, that is good. I'm not sure. I am not sure what we do here. Do we just get rid of it? Deal the damage? Maybe that's what we do. And just be okay with that. I mean, there's an argument that in those situations you play to the board and build it up. But I feel like this way they have to remove everything. Well, you don't. Now is there some kind of trickeration? Let me think about this. Okay, so you got a fighter protecting it. Huh. Alright, I guess there wasn't. Excuse me. I mean, we have a ton of removal. I wanted to keep these two because they kind of pair well, but it doesn't really give us too much to do. This one, I mean, we could save ourselves the damage and the 1/1 on something else. Oh, no, we can't. We don't have the credits for it. Everything I said was a lie. Yeah. So we will play this out and see how they respond. That is so interesting. Is there trickeration? Let's find... Oh, there is! Oh, I knew it. I didn't actually know it. Alright, so we did that. And now what we want to do is we want to repair it. Okay, and then we'll develop a retribution here. Distribute attack of friendly unit +2 and do tilt damage to target unit. I mean, this sticks though, right? It's always going to be around. Yeah, we've taken a lot of damage early on. Not cool, man. What is this again? Give a friendly unit +2/+2 and blitz. That's just 3 damage to any old unit. All right. We got to try to give our HQ a little bit of a break here. Try to stabilize. If I didn't know better, I would say they don't want us to stabilize. Alright. So it'd be 5 damage to the unit. It's going to be 1 off. We are in big trouble here. Hope for the best. I knew it. I knew that was not going to work. We'll just have to wait and see what happens now. Yikes. Yikes. Alright. I think we're just dead. Right? Oh, alright, we can hammer that out. Kill that out. What does this do? 2/2 and blitz. I know that gives the CC or CC or whatever it is a target. Holy moly, dude. All right, so I guess it's after 4-0 you go against the people who have had redonkulous drafts here. All right, it's time to get rid of this. Because... ugh, that thing. That stinks that it's like just 1 damage too much. Anything here to give veteran? Oh yeah, we could do that. We could do that. I think. Wait, what does this work on? Only infantry? Yeah, only infantry. Huh. So we're 1 credit from that working. Rough. You know what? Let's just play this out. As right as it might have been to clog up the front line, I don't know what else to do. We could put this down. So this doesn't have a veteran ability. Oh. Yeah, well, like clockwork, after you go 4-0, you lose. So that is that. Now, we'll see how many more that brings. But again, that's just the retribution mechanic, which is it's a terrible mechanic even in constructed, particularly with Yank and some of the other things. It's just endless cards. We do have it, I think, on a few of our units, but I don't know that we got options to draw a whole lot more. That's kind of funny, actually. Yeah. Not sure what the right call is. If we play this down, or what do we do here? I'll play it down so that there is a target for the 20 scout car. We might hold it. I don't know. I mean, it could go horribly, right? It could go horribly, but if there's something that could actually hit it, it'd be pretty cool. And we don't really want to also, we don't really want, right, to put it on this, because I think when this goes veteran, then I don't know how that works. I don't know if the ability would stay on it or not. So that's definitely something we don't want in the front line. Now, we can just send it back next turn. So that's what we're going to plan to do. It should cost us 2 credits, but I think it just be, yeah, it comes a 4-3 with ambush, so it's very good. It is very good. Yeah. Very, very good. So I guess it's if this gets destroyed. Huh. Huh. Excuse me again. That should be a handful of cards. Now we got to think about what we want. We don't have any good veteran targets, so that only becomes veteran when fully repaired. But I guess I don't know. That seems like a fairly weak trigger. possibly look to maybe play on the regulars. I don't know. You're going to fight. Okay. Huh. So we'll move that up. We will play that down. Right. So now when this gets destroyed, the M20 gets bigger. Pontoon bridge might. Yeah, this might be a good target for pontoon bridge. Make it a 5/5 with 0 op cost. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. I guess that's right. I guess you could have done more damage. I mean, do we send that back to hand? It feels a little weak. Maybe not. I don't know what the right answer is there. Um, I don't know what we want down. I guess this can threaten more of the HQ, so we'll do that. Oh, I still did this backwards. It's the M20 that has to die to boost other things. Well, you said good game, but you didn't quit, so you're still here. Yeah. I don't blame you. I just wanted to see kind of what else you would go for there. All right. So we'll do that on that. That's fine. That's fine. Let me think here. So that'd be 4. I think that allows us to use all of our credits. Huh. Well, that's too bad. We'll see, buddy. We will see. All right. Oh. All right. We're up to 5. I feel like 5 is probably the. Maybe it's the. I don't know if it's a goal, but I feel like at 5 you get 90 gold, so that the draft has only costed you 60. Plus, you get a pack, which costs 100 gold, so that's good. And then there's, I think, one other bonus. So, hey, if nothing went right in that draft before this one, the fact that we got 2 packs had to be a little bit of a consolation prize. So that was nice. All right. The old mirror. Oh no, we don't want that. I don't even know about this one on turn 4. Maybe. I'll keep it because it has 1 op cost, but that's the only... Now, I don't know if we hull down on the SU-100. Probably, right? Because it's got a better chance of doing something. But... Right, and this probably increases the chances that it will come in damaged. It's a 5-5, I guess, with hull down. Well, that is all pretty depressing. I mean, it's fine once we get going, but this also tells me the other side has something big. Hey! Hey! Alright, so they're going to go to the front line. Oh! Shocking us all, huh? So targeted destruction. Okay, so let me see if I... Well... Hold on, I'm not sure about this. Oh. So that would cost 5. Well, we don't even have 5. So I think we do that. We just kind of eat it at this point. Or do we... No, we put this up to roadblock. I think that's what we do. Not sure about that math. Although if they have a way to remove it, then we're just... All of our greatness is wasted here. But that's okay. You got Sturmy, so... When this unit... Hold on. When this... What does this say? Hold on. I wasn't done reading, man. Of your defending unit. Yeah, well... Tell me I ain't gonna win this game without telling me I ain't gonna win this game. So... Yeah, we can't do both of those. So what do we care more about here? I mean, Sturmy is rough. That doesn't do a whole lot. I think that just kills us faster, so we just kind of gotta do it. That, yep, I think we're going to 5 and 2 here. So that is rough. Now, this is not a terrible counter to that, I think. Right? Because the more you hit this, the bigger it gets. Yeah, I got it. You got Blitz. Huh. Alright, so we play this. Now, if we play this, they have a good artillery attack. Does this have... No, it has ambush. Right, that doesn't help us. Yeah, I think we probably look to trade. Maybe? Sometimes you just get all the elites, man. Okay. So we'd be close to dead if we did that. No, yeah, that doesn't kill that. So I think we gotta go like that. We gotta try to jump on that. Man, they got a handful of cards. I don't know how we catch up with that. Maybe 7th Regiment. And the thing is... and you have guard. Sometimes, friends, you just have all the cards. And you just... It's just the way it is. Alright. Now... 4 damage to an enemy in the support line. Okay. I like all of those. Now, do I want to attack it or just send it back? I think I want to attack it. Yeah. I mean, that was the card advantage route. For each enemy unit. Mm-hmm. So, do we play these two out? I mean, this thing is pretty decrepit. Yeah, I feel like if they want to kill this, it's fine. I mean, they can see we got the artillery. I mean, now they have stars and stripes and other things. Like, it is what it is, right? It's just another... Yeah. Yep. But I would hesitate to play out too much more if they're going to nuke all my stuff. Right? So... That's why I'm not playing out more, because I don't think we're going to win them before they're going to nuke us, and at this point, it's a very good trade for them. Hey, they have stars and stripes, and they're going to have nukes. Think about that. Think about that. So on this one, I think we just play this out. This is absolutely unreal in terms of just the luck. Send a unit to its owner's hand. Huh. Huh. Any unit. Deal 6 damage to all enemies. Yeah. You know, or do I just do this? I think we wait and see what they do. We could potentially get value off the firebomb. Yeah. I mean, that's it. This is a combo that can at least get us some cards back and give us some board. Destroy a suppressed or pinned unit. That's fine. All right. Yeah. So, I think it certainly makes sense to send this one back. And the question is, so we do 5. All right. So there may not be any more playing around it. Indeed, they have. So I think we do this. I think otherwise we're just going to end up playing behind the entire game. And I don't know how we would catch up at that point. That's okay. All right. So we got to think about, what do we want to kill? I'm not too sure here. Yeah, I don't love the card advantage that comes out of that. So these come down as 3/4s. Now we can either play that out and use its veteran ability. I think we'll do that because it's going to give us another card. And that's it. Like, this is just absolutely unreal in terms of the... I mean, I know it's Finland, so, like, you expect it, right? But at a certain point, you expect it to stop, and you expect him to start whiffing. And it's just like, nope, that ain't happening. Like, it'd be great if they drew something other than gas. They had 2 of these? I never saw that second one. How did they get 2 Manhattan projects? Well, again, tell me that Cards has decided that 5 wins is enough for me without telling me that Cards has decided 5 wins is enough for me. I mean, that was just an absolutely unreal draft that person had. For reference, when I think it was the 3rd draft we had, U.S. Finland, and it was terrible. It went like 3-3, and we didn't see. It was like it was none of the good Finn cards. Oh my god, this is bad. This has turned out to be a real stinker of a card in your opening hand. I mean, I'll keep it just. Yeah. Talk about going from bad to worse. I guess we play Hull down. I don't know. We'll see if they have a fast start. Maybe we play it on the scout. It's so terrible. So terrible. I don't know, man. We'll do it. It feels bad, but maybe we'll have something else small we can play. But right now we're stuck with 2 Air Corps fairing. I mean, why is it that our opponents can't draw these Air Corps fairing instead of just drawing gas the entire game? All right, so we can do that. That's a thing to do. Let's see. So we could try to... Yeah, see, the problem with buffing this is if it gets veteran before this thing dies. It's a 3/4 guard. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I guess we'll target that. I forgot all about that ability. Alright, so that becomes a 2/2. That's fine. We'll move that up there. Ooh. So they got armor back here. Don't love that. Huh. I mean, do we just... I mean, that's a one for one if we do that. They get the outrage, but well, I think I miscounted there. For some reason, I thought I was going to have one more credit. We could get down the 40-second rifles, but was not meant to be. Interesting suppression choice. Hmm. Hmm. Or do we do this twice? Granted, it would have been better later, but I mean, it is another American deck with just a handful of cards. It's it's rough. I guess this is better a little bit later, though. If we can get it out, it can start dealing damage. They may just 2-for-1 this thing. If not, I was gonna say I might knock them out, but I guess they're happy 2-for-1ing, and I don't blame them because they got way more cards in hand, and apparently even something else. Wow, what a terribly timed draw that was. I guess we got too greedy and we should have just gone for removal and then just pacing it out. But I thought a 2-for-1 would be good. So this thing gets, yeah, it gets a lot. Let me think about this here. So it gets +4 attack. Right. So that'll only deal it to a ground unit, of course. Of course. We will move that up. What do we want to do? If I play this out, they're just going to attack it with the Corsair. But you know what? I'm going to put it down to see if they attack it. Okay. I'm going to hammer that out of here. We have absolutely nothing to do. this is how we go down. We go down. I mean, I'll wait a turn just to try to get some value off of this and maybe knock this thing out, but this is what I meant when I think it was in the previous draft. Like, whenever this card is played against me, it feels really good. Whenever I play it, it feels absolutely terrible. Like, it does absolutely nothing for me. We can try to fish for something better. I don't know. I guess we'll just kill it, because I'm not sure the other ways we have of killing it. And of course, we're one credit short of being able to do that combo. So it feels bad, but that is what it is. Yeah, honestly though, 5 and 3 is better than I thought that this deck was going to do. But 3 and 3 with the last one, if there is an element of beginner's luck, it is worn off. We either that or the competition is legitimately getting better. I doubt that. Although, for the first time in these recent drafts, it actually feels like the people we're playing against just have absolutely nuts drafts. We need big removal. Yeah, well, good luck. Excuse me. And do we want to repair it and get an outrage? What might that outrage look like? I don't think there's anything we're gonna get that's good for 2. Yeah, that does absolutely nothing. Ugh, what a miserable draft. What did we start? 4-0 or something, and then went 1-3 to end it. So, yeah. Well, I'm happy to be done with it because apparently it has just been decided that it is time for me to lose. So, this draft is done. Yeah, it lots of cards in here. I would have preferred not to have Air Core Fairing. M20 Scout card is still way more. There's not a lot of text, but it is just not intuitive the way it plays, right? You got to play it on something else that's already out and then move the scout car up in front of it to die in order for it to take place. Fury was fine. 12th cards worked out fine. 2 of these proved virtually useless. Yeah, there might have been times for it, but the other side always has an answer for these, or they just don't have good targets. Pontoon Bridge might have gotten played once. It's another one of those cards that always feels great when your opponent plays it, and when you have it, it just doesn't. This 5th Infantry, yeah, this actually did fine. Hold Down actually was not as janky as I thought it was going to be. 42nd Rifles was I didn't know if it became a kind of win more card or not, but it seemed like in the games we lost, our opponents all had ways of dealing with this or fighting around it. First Marines is always solid. I don't have a problem with that. Having 3 copies of regulars, it actually worked out better than I thought, but that's because I probably had 3 uses of it. The Grumman Goose, I think I saw it in my hand once or twice, and I don't know that it ever made it onto the board. SU-76 is good. Hammer's good. Zippo kind of felt like a win more, right? If that can connect, you're probably winning anyways. Naval Bombardment, yeah, was pretty good. The tempo swings you get with that, particularly against buffed units in the front line, is very good. Firebomb, I didn't have that. Again, it always feels better against you than when you use it. Field Hospital, I kind of see now why it's so poorly rated. We had tons of damage stuff, but it never felt like we could really connect this with that. So, but I don't think we had super great options when we were picking around that. The M4 Sherman actually did very well. SU-100 was pretty good. For sure, 121st is always good. That's why it was in those last, I think, at least 2 decks we lost to. Battle Valor is it's okay. It's not worth 5 credits, but it is okay. We can do it. 1357 actually worked out because it has its 1-up cost. It usually puts some pressure on them. M4A2 was not terrible. This, I think I saw it in my hand once, and we might have played it once. Banshee's not bad. I think particularly if you had ways to ramp, that was good. 179 Tomahawks. I don't know if we actually ever played it. So yeah, for the cards that are in here, I think 5 and 3 we are lucky to have. So yeah, we'll not that hope has too much to do with it, but we'll hope for better results in the future. And I hope you learned something from this one.